one of the challenges is that everybody acknowledges that all customers are equal and all prospects are equal. And other than segmentation and some other things, we don't really act systematically on it. You're starting to do that.
Right.
And here's sort of the way I would describe that and say, here's sort of the psychoeconomics of it.
Right.
Let's just put a little 2x2 that every component car has. And so we put down here the cost of selling
It's the cost of selling
once is either low or high, and cost of selling often is either low or high. Okay? So over here, people that are, the cost of selling once is low and the cost of selling often. That sounds like good people to have, but I'm going to call those customers inertia customers. So since they're people that come to you because it's an easy thing to do. I shop at the Safeway because it's on my way home. Okay? And so they're looking for the kind of convenient trade-off between convenience and price, but there's no stickiness to it. There's nothing else there. It is the
something that's closer to the house.
That's right. The next time somebody opens up, they're going to lose it. So let's look at somebody that's easy to sell once but hard to sell often. And I'm going to call these people bargain hunters. So the simple way to describe them is you're buying their business. So they're expensive, and in fact they may actually erode profits. They may be losers. So what we want to do is forget about that. We're putting marketing effort into it. Over here we have people that it's high and high. It's hard to sell them. And they can take on a number of shapes, but in most businesses, there are people that could be categorized as exploiters, even though they may not be maliciously that way. They just try to extract more and more out of it. So
but is that different than how you explain trying to sell a BMW motorcycle to a Harley Davidson?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. So let's say that, for the sake of discussion here, that I'm a commercial printer and you're my customer. We'll change the role. You're a commercial printer. I'm the customer. And I'm never happy with the color. And I want you to rerun it. And I'm always that way. So pretty soon, and you had to bid to get my business, pretty soon the margins go up.
Right.
And I'm never happy. And the next time it's the same way. Okay. And the salesman could sell this guy by coming in and he gets the business, but when he brings it in, the profit margins that were built in on the assumption that he acted like this guy or one of these other ones blows them all up. So they always want a little more out of it. And I think that's the way they operate. So again, they tend to erode profits. Over here, we have somebody that is, the cost of selling once may be high, the cost of selling often is low. I call these people engaged customers. Okay, and I've talked a little bit about the two buying personalities. Well, it takes some strategy and some effort to get someone engaged. But once you're engaged, you voluntarily buy because you were into it. In the book, I give an example. It was actually my partner and brother who bought a bicycle. He went in and bought a bicycle because he wanted to get into cycling. And a number of the companies were selling the wrong personality. They were selling on price, they were selling on features, they were selling on all these things. What he wanted was someone to say, how do I become a cyclist? How can I become a cyclist? Let me make decisions about whether I need this bike or that bike for me. And he found it. And he started going in with a $1,000 budget and spent $1,500. That was a year ago. Today his bike is a $5,000 bike. And he will voluntarily, the other day he said, I'll buy a $10,000 bike next year. And he's put 6,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Okay, so what happened to him? He was engaged in the whole overall experience. The price goes out the window. Now it's not that he has a lot of money. What happened is that he scripts elsewhere to splurge on the circumstances where he's engaged. Okay? That's a really powerful deal, right? So every business should be looking for a way to do this. And what's exciting about what you guys are doing is that this is our customer base now. So what I would advocate is I would say move these people over if you can by creating ways to get customers engaged. Forget about these people. But a big deal is with all those prospects out there, start with strategies that deliberately move them into this cell. Okay? They take a little bit of effort. You're starting it early on. The relationship changes. So let's look at the relationship.
What you're saying that, the FeedPowered ad
Is a mechanism for doing that.